guys! Today we're going to do a quick 15-minute prenatal yoga flow. So let's go ahead and get started in child's pose. Bring your knees as wide as the mat and your big toes to touch, and then slowly lower yourself down. And if being on your forearms or your elbows feels good for you, this is a perfect place to land. Otherwise, you can keep stretching your hands out in front of you and lower your chest and your forehead to a block or to the mat. And let's take 3 big inhales and exhales here. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and one more exhale. And then slowly start to crawl your fingers even further ahead in front of you, giving you a nice shoulder and spine stretch, and breathing into your hips. And you can stay here, or you can crawl your fingers over to the right side of the mat for a gentle lateral stretch. And then crawl your fingers back over to the left side. Breathe into your right side body. And then come back to center, take one more inhale. And on our exhale, let's slowly push ourselves up into downward facing dog. So go ahead and pedal out your feet. You can take some body stretches, straightening out and then bending back into downward facing dog. Do whatever you need to do to warm up in your down dog. And we'll take one more inhale. And on our next exhale, stand up on your tippy toes and tiptoe your way up to the top of your mat. And on your inhale, come all the way up to standing. So we'll take an inhale for mountain pose, and exhale, cactus out your arms and take a slight back bend, mainly bending from your chest and your shoulders. And then inhale back up to stand, and exhale one more time, cactus out your hands, bend your back. And then inhale, come up to mountain pose. And we're gonna take a couple of side stretches here. So I'm gonna face you, but you can stay exactly where you are at the top of your mat. Go ahead and grab your left wrist with your right hand and shift over towards the right side. Come back up to center and shift over to the left. And then come back up. Bring your hands to heart center. And let's take one more inhale and one more exhale. So inhale, bring your arms up for mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg, and exhale, plant it into a low lunge. And then inhale your hands up for crescent. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Let's take 2 breaths here. So inhale, exhale. One more inhale. And on our next exhale, straighten out your front leg. Shift your hips back. Pull your front arm forward. And then lower into triangle pose. And this is a great spot to have a block or some books, if you have some, as added support. We'll take one more inhale. And on our next exhale, reverse triangle. So stand up with your torso and just bring your back arm to your back leg. And then on our next exhale, we'll cartwheel our hands down, removing the block, and step back into downward facing dog. We'll switch out our sides, so inhale, your left leg lifts, and exhale, step it through for a low lunge. Inhale up for crescent. And exhale, open up, warrior 2 to the other side of the room. And we'll stay here for an inhale and an exhale. One more inhale. And on your exhale, set up for triangle pose. So straighten out your leg, shift your hips back, and your left arm forward, and then gently move into triangle pose, grabbing a block or a stack of books, if that feels good for you. We'll take one more inhale, and on our next exhale, lift up for reverse triangle. And then cartwheel your hands down and make your way back into downward facing dog. Take one more inhale. And on your next exhale, make your way up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale your arms all the way up to mountain. Exhale, cartwheel your hands back, take a slight back bend. Inhale, come back up to mountain pose. Exhale, shift over to the left or to the right. Inhale, come back up to mountain. And on your next exhale, shift over to the left. Come back up to mountain pose. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg lifts, and exhale, step it through for a low lunge. Inhale up for crescent, and exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale for triangle pose. And then make your way into reverse triangle. Take one more inhale here, and then cartwheel your hands down. Push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg lifts. And exhale, step it through for low lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, triangle pose. And exhale, reverse triangle. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot and push back into downward facing dog. Take one more inhale. And on your next exhale, lower down for a quick child's pose. I'll take an inhale. One more inhale. And on your next exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Look up at your hands, come up to the top of your mat. Inhale your arms up. And then exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. All right, so now we're gonna do tree pose. And so you have a couple of options here. You can take a block or a stack of books and just kind of rest your balls of your feet on the block and your heel on your calf. Or you can do that just on the floor, a little kickstand with your foot. You can do your foot on your calf muscles, or you can bring your foot into the inside of your inner thigh. Whatever works best for you today. But yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. We'll plant our left foot and we'll bring our right foot up first. Awesome, just join in whenever you're ready. And yeah, your hands can either be on your hips, they can be in prayer position, you can extend them out to the sky. Whatever is working for you today. And we'll be here for 10 more seconds. Perfect, slowly lower down. Shake out your knees and we'll do it on the other side. So plant your other foot and lift up the other leg, placing it wherever feels best for you and just taking note that each side is different. So if you need a different position, change it up without any sort of judgment. And again, you can play with your different hand positions, prayer, grow your arms out like a tree, just hands on hip. And we'll be here for 10 more seconds. Awesome. Gently lower down your legs, shake out your knees, and then we'll come down to a seated position. Let's bring our legs into butterfly, so bring the soles of your feet to touch. And maybe you just rock from side to side, allowing your hips and your sit bones to relax a little bit. And then come back to center, and we'll slowly lower down just a little bit, not crushing our belly or the baby, but elongating out our spine, bringing our arms out in front of us, and breathing into our inner thighs and our hips. Come back up, and let's cross our legs, and we'll do just a really quick arm shoulder stretch here. So we're going to take eagle with our arms, so you can either bring your hands just together like this, Or you can bring your right arm underneath your left, twist it around until your palms meet. And we'll just inhale and exhale, moving our arms up and down and feeling that nice opening of our back shoulder blades. And then shake it out and we'll switch out our sides. So our left arm goes under our right. And we're just giving our little shoulder blades a little back massage. All right, release. Bring your arms up, all the way up. Stretch it out one last time. Bring your hands to heart center. And we'll take one last inhale and exhale here. So inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to your third eye center. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.